Okay, so you've run the installer, which took a few minutes, and now it's time to use the RPG keys for the first time. I'm going to go ahead and find it for this video in the Start menu, and I'm going to go to All Programs, and I'm going to find RPG Keys V6. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to right-click and say Run as Administrator, and say yes, of course I trust it, and um, you should see this splash screen, and if not, it means your computer's running really quick and it started up before you could actually see that. How you know that the RPG software is running is that you'll find it in your system tray down here, the little snow cone. I'm going to right click and say show. Now this is what it looks like. This is the RPG key software. There's a lot here and it changes almost weekly. Our monthly subscribers get automatic updates to this as we make new functions for them. At the time of making this video, we have the RPG keys internal module number of 2.8. When or if Adobe was to release Lightroom 4, probably this number is going to jump up to 2.9, an RPG key module 2.9. Okay, so the real basics are the top left here is your module section, the right are your macros, and in the bottom are your layouts. The layouts are what things do you put on each key. So as I click around, okay, let's say I click on Photoshop, the macros change to be specific to Photoshop, and the layouts are then your layouts for Photoshop. If I click back on Lightroom, you're going to see that these are all Lightroom specific. So that's the first thing you need to know. If you are a Lightroom user, you're going to want to know, how do I set up presets, or how do I set up the sensitivity of the keys, for example, for exposure. So really quickly here in Lightroom, you're going to click your mouse on the Lightroom module, going to click on the settings button, and a window is going to pop up. It's going to allow you to program the sensitivity with directions at the bottom of each page to all of the keys on the keyboard in Lightroom, as well as setting up with directions all of your presets. Again, to get there I clicked on Lightroom, I clicked on settings, this window opens up, and this is where you can define all of your presets. It will find all of your Lightroom presets as well as set up all the sensitivity of all the keys in Lightroom. Now, let's say you want to remap some functions on the keyboard to something other than what came out of the box for RPG keys. And I'll just use Lightroom as an example. In the layout section, I'm going to go ahead and click on more options. I'm going to say new layout. Let's just do duplicate layout. We'll start with what we had. We'll call it video test. And so now we're going to see video test. We're going to hit use this layout. And now we're going to click configure. And so this is the configure tool for the RPG keys. This is how you're going to remap the keys to your liking. If you have an RPG Mini, you're going to see a picture of the Mini here. If you've got the large keyboard, you're going to see the large keys. But it's the same other than that. Just the Mini has fewer buttons to use. So every key can do three things. We've got, for example, button 1 right now does escape. Then the slash key plus button 1 is empty, and the double slash key plus button 1 is empty. So let's say we want to put something else on the two vacant spots here on the RPG keys. We're going to just do a search for maybe crop, and we've got, oh, crop 1 by 1. So if I click my mouse on the slash key and click crop 1 by 1 and click assign, now that spot on the keyboard, that second spot on button number 1, is now going to do a crop 1 by 1 for us. Let's do a search for something entirely different. Darks up, for example. I'll click on the double slash key, click on darks up, and click assign. And so now, in the blink of an eye, we've remapped the RPG key to do something that was more specific to my workflow. A little bit different than it came out of the box. So we've got escape as the primary function. Holding down the option 2 button, we've got crop 1 by 1. And holding down the option 3 button, we've got darks up. So this is really the basics of how to use the layout modifier. Have fun, go play, and real quickly, since I almost forgot, in the Photoshop's module, if you click your mouse on Photoshop, going to go to More, and you're going to say set version, and you need to tell the RPG keys what version of Photoshop you're using. So it should list right here all the different versions of Photoshop that you have on the computer, which I don't have any on this computer at the moment. You're going to click on the one that you want and click use this version and submit. All right, that should do it. Go play, look for us on Skype. All RPG key orders come with free tech support, so we're definitely here to help you.